Welcome race fans to round 3 of the Apico BSMA Nationals. This week we're coming from Wroxton near Banbury, and as the championship is reaching the halfway mark, we are sure to be in for some fast and furious racing. Weather conditions are once again good and the track has been bathed in glorious sunshine all weekend, keeping the track crew busy, who have been doing a fantastic job of keeping the dust at bay. Well, first up it's going to be the autos that we're going to be taking a look at. The youngest riders out there on the circuit. And let's see who's got the important hole shot. It looks like it's going to be 153 Logan Gardner that is leading the charge there. Ollie Waters as well, 55X on his machine. Number 7 Jensen 7 was up there as well. Lee Simkiss number 55. 255s obviously. Ollie Waters riding 55X a bit further up the field. Lee Simkiss has really been stamping his authority over this class this season. 52 Dante Roden was also up there. Ethan Rees also number 31, but it is 153 Logan Gardner leading the field now down this fantastic circuit here at Wroxton and Banbury. And Logan going for the double. We'll see some of the bigger guys going for the triple there. And it's a very tricky combination here as well. A small tabletop and then a tabletop with the landing on the downhill side of the hill. Spectacular circuit here. Logan Gardner just landing on top of that tabletop before dropping down the hill. You'll see some of the other riders in some of the other classes probably landing halfway down that hill. As I say, great viewing facilities here at Wroxton. Lee Simkiss now number 55 up into second place. Well, he was about 5th place when he came round that second turn, so he's certainly on the move. But Logan Gardner, your race leader at the moment from Lee Simkiss. Other riders to look out there for is the number 7 machine, Jensen 7, had some good rides this weekend. 55X, as I mentioned earlier, Ollie Waters, he got a good start earlier, but it looks like Lee Simkiss, as I say, got ahead of him. Also looking for number 9, Matthew Morgan, Bobby Ray Smith on the number 82 machine, number 2, Ollie Truman. Ethan Rees number 31, Logan Keane also been getting some good results this weekend, and the number 100 machine, Bailey Williams out there. But the race certainly on at the front of the field now, because Lee Simkiss has closed right down onto the rear wheel of 153 Logan Gardner, so the pressure really is on Logan. You can see Lee Simkiss trying to look down on that inside line. That corner, I tell you, those young riders doing really well to get through that corner section there. There's some very tricky ruts there, and they do cross across each other. And you'll see we do have I think we catch quite a few riders getting unstuck on that section there. But say that Lee Simkiss and Logan Gardner absolutely flying through that section as the rest of our field come through. Well, again, the UK continuing to enjoy some glorious weather conditions, but obviously the track crews have been having to put quite a bit of water down over the weekends, and hence these corners are quite rutted down there. If Novice just going through there, it looks like 111 Junior Carol Stone as well. So unfortunately get a few of these. Oh, and one rider literally, just as I was saying about those ruts, just getting caught out there. Quite make his number. Back at the front of the field now, and the battle is raging between 153 Logan Gardner and Lee Simkiss. Both riders very spectacular. I mean, that double jump is very big itself, and just out of our view behind that tabletop we've had the lead change. So your new leader number 55 Lee Simkiss, but look at Logan Gardner snapping back at him. So these two having an absolute battle royal at the moment. Over the far side of the circuit they go. Down they drop down that bank. Great start from these two young riders. And I did comment the previous round at Brookthorpe. Lee Simkiss, a great style, really lets the bike do the work. Standing up, you can see him unweighting the pegs there as he goes over that tabletop at the top of that hill. As our race leader Lee Simkiss comes through, our camera position still being chased by 153 Logan Gardner. We can see that it is Lee Simkiss also putting in the fastest lap at a 2:29.307. So Lee Simkiss really is on the charge. Well, let's just bring you up to speed, because this is race 5 on the weekend of how they've done it in the previous races through the weekend. In race 1 on the Saturday, it was 55. Lee Simkiss taking the win from 153 Logan Gardner's. 55X Ollie Waters took second. In 4th position was number 2 Ollie Truman. Matthew Morgan in 5th, and Jensen 7 in 6th position. Race 2 on the Saturday, Lee Simkiss again taking the win. Logan Gardner in 2nd. This time Jensen 7 though got up into 3rd position. Matthew Morgan just made it in 4th, and 55X Ollie Waters getting in 5th position. Bobby Ray Smith in 6th. Well, look at this, as I was just giving you those results from the previous races. Lee Simkiss obviously making a mistake just out of our camera position. That has allowed 153 Logan Gardner back up into the lead. So the battle is raging between these two now. So this is going to go right down to the wire as we come to the closing stages in this one. Well, I'll quickly give you those results from race 3 on the Sunday morning. It was Lee Simkiss taking the win from Logan Gardner. Ollie Waters in 3rd, Jaydon Jensen 7 in 4th, Matthew Morgan in 5th position, Bailey Williams in 6th. Well, Logan Gardner still your race leader. As I bring you the results from race 4, the race previous to this one, it was Logan Gardner who took the win in that one. Ollie Waters took 2nd, Ollie Truman in 3rd, Matthew Morgan in 4th, Jensen 7 in 5th position. And Lee Simkiss missing off the podium in that one, so this could really determine the overalls this weekend. But look at them going for it, down the hill they go. Lee Simkiss and Logan Gardner, nothing much between these two. The checkers flag is going to be out very shortly. They're just out of our sight now, behind the first of the tabletops, and they'll be jumping down this hill towards the checkered flag. It's still Logan Gardner, 153 at the moment, but look at that, a huge leap there from Lee Simkiss. They're just clipping the top of that tabletop there, but Lee Simkiss going through the inside, and Lee Simkiss takes a win from Logan Gardner. Jensen 7 will be settling for 3rd, Ollie Waters taking 4th. The autos overall, Logan Gardner taking 1st overalls from Lee Simkiss. You're good?
I had a great weekend. I was battling for 1st on the last race, and I just managed to get 2nd, and I had a great day.
Well, after that incredibly exciting race from our autos, hardly a moment to catch our breath as we go into the other end of the age range, and this is now the veterans and the novice, and away they go. And we've got a whole host of very talented riders here, some former British champions and British AMCA and Maxis Championship riders in here, mixed with a lot of experienced club riders. Early leader Chris Brown being one of our experienced riders, and you can just see how I was saying so well the autos were doing around that corner, as quite a few of our riders just getting hooked up in those ruts there. And rather embarrassingly, that is me on the number 7X machine going down on my own, unaided, as we go out there. But it is Chris Brown leading Andy Marchant, Rob Clarke there in 3rd position as they start to climb up out of the valley. Well, a very fast and furious pace in the veterans here this weekend. In fact, the lap time's just a couple of seconds off some of our top MX1 and MX2 riders here this weekend. You can see them all clearing that big uphill triple there, being led there by 971 Chris Brown, 800 Andy Marchant there in 2nd place, and you've got Rob Clarke in 3rd. Can't quite make out who we've got there in 4th. We'll just wait till they all come through our camera position. It's a 701 machine there in 4th position. That's Christian Selden. Christian having some very good solid results this year behind Andy Marchant. Chris Brown leading the charge. You can see Andy Marchant trying to look for a way. We'll go up to this big uphill into a tabletop, then another tabletop, and then there's a double at the end of that straight. Here they come, just over that double. Chris Brown and Andy Marchant are trying to make the move through on the inside, and it looks like Andy Marchant has taken the lead away, and it also looks like Rob Clarke moving into 2nd position. So just in one corner, Chris Brown going down into 3rd position, and Christian Selden not far behind him as well. Also look out there for Craig Chamberlain on the 772 machine, Chris PT on 716, John Gauntlet, a former BSMA champion, Richard Tudor as well, former top rider, Lee Spur out there as well on the 819 machine. Lee Spur used to ride in the former British Masters run by Ken Winstanley back in the day. Well, Chris PT just coming down towards us, followed by John Gauntlet, Craig Chamberlain there, and Richard Tudor. All of those riders with a very, very big history of championship racing between them. as the rest of the field comes streaming through there, negotiating that very tricky rutted corner. I think it gave a lot of riders a lot of problems this weekend. But at the front again, the battle is on now for the lead between 800 Andy Marchant and Rob Clarke. Rob Clarke on the number 52 machine, and you can see him as they go up towards the big triple. Rob Clarke getting an incredible amount of drive there. Will he squeak round the outside into this big tabletop section before they drop down the hill? It's Andy Marchant, your race leader at the moment, but it looks like we've had the move in that banked corner. And 52, Rob Clarke, your new race leader as they come towards us. Andy Marchant now down into second place. So 52, Rob Clarke, your new race leader. Let's bring you up to speed how they've been going over the previous races during the weekend. In race 1 on the Saturday, it was 93 Poole Willis who took the win from Trystan Selden in second position. 800 Andy Marchant took third, Chris Brown took fourth, and rounding out the top 5 was 772 Craig Chamberlain. Rob Clarke, your current race leader in this one at the moment, only managed 6th in the opening race. Well, Rob Clarke's machine there literally exploding out of that corner, throwing rocks up at the camera. And interesting to note as well that Rob Clarke riding a 252-stroke machine here against a predominantly 4-stroke class here this weekend. Most of the older boys tend to ride on their big 450 machines. So Rob Clarke certainly proving that the 250 2-stroke still can cut it against the bigger machines. Certainly would favour the 4-strokes here. A very wide open fast circuit as Rob Clarke goes through, still being chased by Andy Marchant, Trystan Selden there into third position, Chris Brown going through in fourth. So back to our previous results. In race 2 it was the race guy who's leading now, 52 Rob Clarke taking the win from Poole Willis, 701 Trystan Selden in third, 800 Andy Marchant in fourth, with Chris Brown in fifth position. Race 3 was another win for Rob Clarke, Chris Brown in second, Trystan Selden in third, Andy Marchant in fourth, and in fifth position John Gortlick. Poole Willis had some earlier good showings, finishing in 7th in that one. Well, Rob Clarke just setting the fastest lap time there as well with a 2:01.732. As I say, that's not very far off what the top MX1 and MX2 boys are doing here this weekend, getting a huge leap up over that triple. In race 4 is Rob Clarke taking a win again, Chris Brown taking second, Poole Willis taking third, Andy Marchant in fourth, and in fifth position Trystan Selden. But it's going to be Rob Clarke taking the win in this one from Trystan Selden and Andy Marchant. The overall will go to Rob Clarke, Trystan Selden taking second, Chris Brown taking third. In the novices riding for separate awards, it was Phil Evans from Jack Ford in this race. The overalls was Phil Evans, Josh Mayhew and Rob Shem taking third overall.
Lovely. Went pretty well. I haven't rode here for about 7 years, so the track was really well prepped. I don't think you could have done any more in the conditions. My weekend could have gone better for the first race where I crashed. Apart from that, it was pretty good.
Cool, and if we can just have a quick read.
Yeah, it's been a good weekend. There's a lot of wildcards here today, which made the class a lot fuller. But yeah, no, overall it's been good.
Well, next up it's the MX1 and MX2, and these guys riding for separate awards, but this class is going to be very, very fast and furious as the dust flying out there in the first turn. Looks like that's 33 Ashley Greedy who's got the early race lead there. It is indeed Ashley Greedy leading the charge, and just look at the speed these guys are carrying through that very tricky corner there. 117 Tom O'Connor there, buried in the middle of the pack there, but it is 33 Ashley Greedy leading the charge. Let's have a look to see who else we've got out there. Well, it looks like 28 Jack Timms getting a good start as well. In second position, 279 Adam Harris as well, one of our MX guys up there as well. Tyrone Cleaver, look for him, number 17 on the Kawasaki machine. 208 Kieran York as well. Couldn't quite see number 39 Shaun Talbot out there. He's going to be one of our fancied runners in the MX2 class, but it is 33 Ashley Greedy powering his way through race control. Jack Timms there in second position. Look like to say Harris still there, and Tyrone Cleaver. Wow, Well, Ashley Greedy, a big leap down there. Oh, no rider going down just in front of our camera position. Didn't quite see that, but manages to get the machine up and manages to avoid getting run over, as well as all our huge whip there from one of the guys over that big tabletop. 33, Ashley Greedy through our camera position. Jack Timms there in second place, but it looks like Adam Harris under a lot of pressure there from Tyrone Cleaver on the number 17 machine, as you can see him leaping down the hill there. I think that might be Shaun but there behind that little battle there. Didn't quite see the numbers as they were jumping away from us. But as I say, Adam Harris under a lot of pressure from Tyrone Cleaver. That's a battle we're looking at in a minute. For third place, Ashley Greedy just pulling away slightly. Jack Timms got a bit of a breather there in second place. As you can see him coming through now. There's Ashley Greedy. 28, Jack Timms. Adam Harris there in third position. 17, Tyrone Cleaver. Then it's 39, Shaun Talbot going through ahead of Regan Skinner. John McKenzie there as well. Darren Webster going through. Then Andy Fitzgerald going through there as well. Then we got Connor Hegan, Wharton, that's Jake Ford, the number 2 machine, just going down, getting caught out on those ruts. As I say, getting very trickier as the day goes on. But back at the front, 33, Ashley Greedy, your race leader. No change behind him, it's still the number 28 machine. Jack Timms, Adam Harris there as well. Tyrone Cleaver, Shaun Talbot and Kieran York. Well, Ashley Greedy setting the fastest lap as well, a 1:54.427. And good to see Ashley here this weekend. I followed Ashley's career as I've commentated as he's come through the youth ranks. Had a really bad accident, broke his ankles in a Supercross accident, and then kind of disappeared off the scene for a little while. But it's been good to see Ashley come back over the last 2 years, and leading the charge here at the Apico BSMA Nationals. Anyway, let's have a look how they fared over the weekend. Obviously, MX2 and MX1 riders riding for separate awards. I'm just going to give you a little brief. We don't want to get too cluttered with the commentary. In race 1, 39, Shaun Talbot took the win from Jack Timms. Regan Skinner took third. Harry Linton took fourth. Tyrone Cleaver took fifth. Adam Harris, one of our MX1 guys, leading the champion in 279, took sixth position. In race 2, it was Ashley Greedy, your current leader in this one. Adam Harris taking second, Shaun Talbot taking third, Jack Timms taking fourth, Tyrone Cleaver taking fifth, Regan Skinner in sixth position. In race 3, again, Ashley Greedy taking the win from Shaun Talbot. In second, Adam Harris taking third, Jack Timms taking fourth, Tyrone Cleaver taking fifth position. In race 4, once again, Ashley Greedy taking the win, Jack Timms taking second, Shaun Talbot taking third, Adam Harris taking fourth, Tyrone Cleaver taking fifth. Well, Ashley Greedy now coming towards the closing stages of this one, so I dare say we'll see a bit of a showboating from him. As I say, Ashley a very popular fan at the Supercross series around the UK. As he goes up towards the big triple, and as you say, a nice little whip there as he goes over, and I'm sure we'll see one as he comes down. So it's going to be a win in this one for Ashley Greedy. Jack Timms will take second, Shaun Talbot will take third. Obviously we'll split the results for the, and then there's that huge whip there from Ashley. So MX2 overall, Shaun Talbot will take the win from Jack Timms, Kieran York. MX1, Adam Harris from Tyrone Cleaver and Andy Fitzgerald. Let's have a word with our winners.
Kim, please. It's a good weekend. Great meeting put on by BSMA. Struggled with a few crashes today, but still managed to pull off the overall, so all good. And thank to all my sponsors for all the help, and look forward to the next round.
Yeah, it was a good weekend. Saturday went better than Sunday for me, but three wins on Saturday. Had a bad start this morning. Some 20th around the first corner, and couldn't quite get back to the jack. Second race was better. Got off the start a bit, then got to jack and had a little incident that touched his back wheel and went down, but thankfully everyone's alright, and good weekend racing.
Well, next up it's going to be the seniors. These are on 250cc 4-stroke machines, and don't be surprised if you see a cloned version of Ashley Greedy. It's his brother Josh Greedy, younger brother Josh, almost the same riding gear and machine out there. And there were some very good rides in this championship, but it is going to be the number 36 machine, Joseph Davies, who took the whole shot there Also up there, Jack Wankling, number 73 in second position, 118, Jaydon Murphy. Oh, that was number 98, Marshall Smith, just falling down. And another ride again, hooked up there. Oh, Josh Greedy was in about 4th position at the time as they went through Owen Woodhouse there, but it looks like we've had some changes at the front as they come up towards us. Let's have a look at the leaderboard now. Well, it still looks like number 36, Joseph Davies, but Jack Wankling is really putting the pressure on him. 33, Josh Greedy there in 3rd position as well. Jaydon Murphy, 118, there in 4th position. So nothing much between these 4 riders, having an absolute battle royal as Jack Wankling makes a move down on the inside. But look at Josh Greedy as well, trying to force a way through on the inside of Joseph Davies. So the lead changes dramatically there as they go through race control. Jack Wankling now your new race leader. Josh Greedy in 2nd position. Davies down in 3rd. Jaydon Murphy there in 4th position. Couldn't quite see who else we got there in 5th position just as they went through. But look at the riders going over that huge tabletop jump there, all throwing a little whip and down towards our camera position. They come exploding into that turn. And what an opening lap this is turning out to be. 33, Josh Greedy now your new race leader. So Jack Wankling down into 2nd position. Joseph Davies still there in 3rd. Jaydon Murphy in 4th as they went through. As I say, we're also looking for riders like Owen Woodhouse on the number 17 machine. The number 3, Ryan Mundell, who's been having some good results in his championship. Look out for 16, Luke Woodhouse as well. And Brandon Baker has had some very good starts, but not faring so well in this one at the moment. Well, literally as we're speaking there, some more changes and a few riders we were looking out for moving up into the frame there. So Josh Greedy, your race leader, Jaydon Murphy in 2nd, Joseph Davies in 3rd, Owen Woodhouse in 4th, now ahead of Jack Wankling, Ryan Mundell and Brandon Baker going through. That was our leaderboard, but there we are, back with our race leader, Josh Greedy, number 33. Exploding round that berm there. Bearing this up towards this little step-up jump. Just looking over his shoulder as he came out of that corner, trying to get a check on our 2nd place rider, Jaydon Murphy. Now Jaydon Murphy has been very, very strong, pushing Josh in this championship. So expecting to see Jaydon Murphy trying to close that gap down on Josh Greedy. Down towards the big downhill tabletop they come. A little whip there from 33, Josh Greedy, as he comes through, the championship leader, running the red plate here this weekend. Look for Jaydon Murphy. Well, fastest lap, Josh Greedy, a 1:58.707 so far. So Josh Greedy certainly dropping a hammer here at Wroxton, this very spectacular circuit here just near Banbury. Well, let's bring you up to speed to see how these riders have been doing over the weekend, because Josh Greedy, although leading this one, hasn't had it his own way this weekend. In race 1 on Saturday morning, it was Jaydon Murphy taking the win from Todd Ledbetter in 2nd position. Josh Greedy having to settle for 3rd, Jack Wankling in 4th, Joseph Davies in 5th position. In race 2 again, it was a win for Jaydon Murphy, Jack Wankling in 2nd, Todd Ledbetter in 3rd, Josh Greedy in 4th position, Owen Woodhouse in 5th, and Ryan Mundell got a 6th position. So as you can see, Josh Greedy struggling a little bit this weekend in the opening races. In race 3 again, Jaydon Murphy, Josh Greedy this time did get a 2nd, Jack Wankling in 3rd, Todd Ledbetter in 4th position, Owen Woodhouse, and again Ryan Mundell in 6th position. Race 4, Jaydon Murphy getting another win, so looking good for the overall this weekend. Josh Greedy in 2nd, Jack Wankling in 3rd, Joseph Davies in 4th, Owen Woodhouse in 5th position, and Ryan Mundell in 6th position again. Well, can Jaydon Murphy step? Oh, and literally as I said that there, 118, Jaydon Murphy just going down. Well, I was just going to say, can he step it up and close up on Josh Greedy and take another win here this weekend? But just obviously pushing a little bit too hard there, and the front end washing out. And Jaydon Murphy has lost the chance of getting another win in this one. And we are coming to the closing stage of this one, so it looks like it's going to be a comfortable win as we show you the highlights here of our seniors as Josh Greedy heads up towards the checkered flag. So Josh Greedy wins this one. Jaydon Murphy will still get 2nd, Joseph Davies in 3rd. Overall, Jaydon Murphy taking the win from Josh Greedy, Jack Wankling in 3rd. So a word with our winner.
Good weekend, in 4 wins, 4 and off the last race. I'm lucky to take a win. The track was good.
My word, hardly a chance to catch our breath, and we're into the next race, and this is the 125cc seniors, and my word, is this going to be a frantic race. Probably one of the most exciting races out in the race programme. It's so good to see that this class has really come back with a vengeance. The 211 machine, Callum Beeken leading the charge as they come towards us. 744, Ethan Etheridge getting a good start. Number 8, I haven't got on my paperwork, James Hanscombe as well going through there. Ryan Tanner, Keelan Southwood, Callum Watson, that was Zach Cooper getting caught up there on one rider down at the back of the field. Safely up, going to be picking his machine up. Well, Callum Beeken, your current race leader on the 211 machine, he's shown flashes of brilliance, just making the move up to this class this year, but he's getting some great starts, but I don't know whether it's just strength or whether maturity at the minute. He just tends to make a few mistakes, but I'm sure his moment will come. Certainly a rising star in this sport. So Callum Beeken leading the charge up towards the triple leg out. No problem at all for these 125cc machines. They soar high over that triple. And then we'll get a big, huge leap down this downhill tabletop. Just scrubbing a bit of speed off there. Well, Callum Beeken, your race leader, is it still going to be 744? Ethan Etheridge there, and as Hanscombe and Ryan Tanner managed to move up. I think we've had a few changes as they go through. There's Ryan Tanner in the thick of the action there as they go through. Let's have a little look at our leaderboard properly. Well, as it went through the finish area, it still is Callum Beeken. Obviously, your race leader, Ethan Etheridge, is there in second position. Then it's Ryan Tanner just going through on the inside, and James Hanscombe, number 8 as well on the machine. So I couldn't spot him on my paperwork. Keelan Southwood as well, also in the mix. So a good whole host of riders as they come through our position. Well, Beeken, your race leader, dropping down the bank there, but looks like we're going to have a change for second there because Ethan Etheridge under a lot of pressure from Ryan Tanner. Looks like Ryan Tanner making the move there as well. Just behind him we had Hanscombe going through. Then that number 8 machine on his, got no number on his side panel, so I have to apologise for not being able to give him a mention so far. I'm sure he'll come to light as we get along. Beeken going through. Rider through, Etheridge still, Ryan Tanner there, so Ryan Tanner didn't make that pass. Hanscombe going through there in 4th position. Well, as they settle themselves down, I'll bring you up to speed of how they've been doing over the weekend. In race 1 it was James Hanscombe taking the win from Callum Beeken, your current race leader in this one. Ryan Tanner in 3rd, Zach Cooper in 4th, Keelan Southwood in 5th position. Moving along to race 2, Ryan Tanner took the win from James Hanscombe, Callum Beeken 3rd, Keelan Southwood in 4th, Lorenzo Butelli in 5th position. So, and one rider down there as well. So new leader Ryan Tanner. And it was Etheridge that went down, so we lost Beeken. Beeken made a mistake just out of our camera shot at the top of one of those horseshoe turns there. And then it was as they came down into that turn, it was Etheridge, it looked like his machine watching out there. The battle is on at the front again. I told you, ladies and gentlemen, this 125cc class is absolutely explosive. The racing is just high energy all the way around. The lead changes, as you can see by the results I've been reading. It's they're constantly changing. It's a fantastic class to watch. So it's currently 9:41. James Hanscombe, your race leader. Tanner there in 2nd position. Beeken just dropping back a couple of positions after that mistake. I've got a feeling that's that unknown rider on that machine sitting there in 3rd position. Over the big tabletop jumps they go. A nice little whip there from one of our riders. That's Beeken there, so you can see how far Beeken's dropped back. So moving back to our results for race 3, as we just keep an eye on that battle at the front between James Hanscombe and Ryan Tanner. I'm going to say Callum Beeken, but the leaders just changed it so much here. In race 3, it was a win for Ryan Tanner. Callum Beeken took 2nd, Hanscombe took 3rd, Zach Cooper took 4th, and Keelan Southwood took 5th position. The rest of the field just streaming down this bank here. We are coming to the closing stages. Hanscombe it is, still your race leader, but you can see Ryan Tanner trying to put that pressure on. And number 8 machine there behind him in 3rd position. It's a huge leap there from Hanscombe down that jump, up into that triple jump. fantastic. I have said it several times. Fantastic circuit here at Wroxton, and I'll say I was riding in the vets, and it's just so much fun. You're just coming off the track with a huge grin on your face. It flows so nice. A few little ruts in the places that the track crew have had to put a lot of water down. Obviously, very, very dry conditions in the UK at the minute, in the grips of a heat wave, surprisingly. But they've done a fantastic job all weekend, as have all the BSMA organisers, to get all the races in this weekend. Fantastic championship with the BSMA run. So if you want to get involved with motocross, ladies and gentlemen, get in touch with the BSMA. Not only do they run this fantastic championship, but they also run meetings up and down, club meetings up and down the country for whatever level. Well, Ryan Tanner now your new race leader from fastest lap as well, 69 Ryan Tanner, and race 4 results. It was a win for Ryan Tanner from James Hanscombe, Ethan Etheridge and Zach Cooper. As we are coming to the closing stages of this one, will be a win for Tanner. Hanscombe takes second, Bratelli takes third. The overalls, Ryan Tanner takes first overall, Hanscombe takes second, Callum Beeken will take third. Let's have a word with our winner.
Yeah, weekend went good. 4 wins, third. Track was been. Yeah.
And how are you looking forward to the next round?
Yeah, I've never run that track before. Should be good.
So next up is the big wheel 85cc class, and these two riders here have certainly been battling hard. Number 30 Ethan Sills with the red plate there, but number 5 Billy Duke certainly challenging hard all through this series. Away they go, up towards the first turn. Let's see who's going to be the first to get the early lead. Billy Duke sweeping round the outside, but it looks like the number 30 machine of Ethan Sills that's going to take the early lead. So Ethan Sills it is, Billy Duke there, the number 5 machine in second, Tyler Etheridge 544 there in third position, Jason down, Daniel Arkle as well getting a good start as the rest of the field comes streaming through. Back with our leaders over in the main part of the circuit, and number 30 Ethan Sills, you can see Billy Duke number 5 snapping at his heels. Great style from these two riders, very promising careers for these two young riders. The whole of the big wheel 85cc class really. They've cut the teeth to the autos and juniors. There's some very talented riders out there in this class. Ethan Sills just clearing that big triple there, no problem at all. And they'll come over this double tabletop combination, leaping down the hill and through race control for the first time. Ethan Sills scrubbing a bit of speed off there, and look, the gap there. Billy Duke must have made a bit of a mistake there, because that gap has widened considerably there between himself and Billy Duke number 5. Can't see from that camera angle there, but as you can see, Ethan Sills very clearly a very good lead now, as Billy Duke was snapping at his heels before they went into that tabletop combination. So whether Billy Duke went down or has made a mistake in that, there's a little bowl turn before those two tabletops before they drop down the hill. So number 30 Ethan Sills, a very big lead already. So where is the number 5 machine of Billy Duke? So your new race order in a minute. Ethan Sills clearly your leader in a minute. Tyler Etheridge back up into second. Jason down, 29 moving up. Then the 22 machine it was. Jack Taylor moving up as well. There's goes Billy Duke through. He's dropped a couple of places. Connor Jargo's right behind him. Callum Hopper and Rian Truman as Ethan Sills through our camera position down on the bottom part of the circuit. Well, there's Etheridge going through on the 544, Jason down 29, 22 Jack Taylor, Billy Duke powered his way through that corner just before that tight rutted one there. As I say, we've also got Connor Jargo, Callum Hopper and Rhea Truman. So all the field bunching up still in the mid-pack area. And this big wheel class, along with all the classes here this weekend, as you can see this circuit is delivering some fast and furious racing all the way through the field. None of the riders can relax here. It's very fast, I wouldn't say wide open, but they say that the corners are pretty tricky, but it certainly has delivered some very fast racing this weekend here at Wroxton. And Ethan Sills, number 30, just looking to clear that triple with ease there. So Ethan Sills, your race leader, just working his way into this double tabletop section, or leaping down this hill, just scrubbing the speed off, showboating for the crowd here. Well, as number 5 Billy Duke managed to work his way back up the field to get those valuable points, because I say the championship really is a titanic battle between those two riders at the moment. Swapping paint And having some great battles this season. Etheridge just going through the foreground, just looking to try and get a shot of the number 5 machine of Billy Duke. Well, as Ethan Sills cuts a bit of a lonely figure there at the front. I'll bring you up to speed with some of the results from the weekend. In race 1 on Saturday, Billy Duke, number 5, taking the win from Ethan Sills. Jack Taylor in 3rd, Tyler Etheridge 4th, Jason Down in 5th position. In race 2, Billy Duke took the win again from Ethan Sills. Jason Down in 3rd, Tyler Etheridge in 4th, Jack Taylor in 5th position. Race 3 was Ethan Sills, Billy Duke, Jason Down, Jack Taylor and Tyler Etheridge in 5th. Well, here comes that battle behind Ethan Sills, and they're really bunching up now. Tyler Etheridge, your race leader, but look at Billy Duke trying to find a way through. Jason Down, Jack Taylor there, they're all having a good scrap there. And you can see that it's Billy Duke, the fastest rider on the track at the minute, on the 2:08.582, and I tell you what, that time would put him quite way up in some of the adult classes here this weekend. Back with Ethan Sills, your race leader. I'll just give you those results as we are coming to the closing stages of this one. In race 4, it was a win for Ethan Sills. Billy Duke took 2nd, Jack Taylor took 3rd, Jason Down took 4th, Colin Jargo took 5th. As for the final time now, Ethan Sills high over that triple jump. He'll work his way down towards us. So for the results for race 5 here, as I say, we have had to edit it down. Billy Duke has moved his way up into 2nd position. So it's going to be a win for Ethan Sills. Billy Duke will take 2nd, Jason Down taking 3rd, Jack Taylor taking 4th. The overalls, Ethan Sills takes overall from Billy Duke.
Alright, Saturday I had 2 seconds in the first, and Sunday I had 2 firsts.
Right, back to the action, and the next race blasting off is the small wheel 85cc. Let's see who are we. That's just a rider, just one of the last riders from the previous race. Oh, a bit of argy-bargy and one rider going down in that first turn. It looks like he clipped somebody and just saw that bike go over. Well, let's see who we've got as our early race leader. It's the number 06 machine, Trystan Daniels, leading the charge. Jake Randall up there, number 8. Number 144, Dillian Williams. Then you got 116, Ellis Poole. 224, Ollie Howe was there. 44, Danny Webster. 31, Ben Zeal. Number 11, Levi Davies. Jacob Harley, number 10. And then the number 1 machine of Connor Howells. That was your earlier bunch leaders as they went through. Well, back in the main part of the field, and there's a change for the lead. Number 8, Jake Randall, a great move on the inside, and one rider, the 3rd place rider, just going down in that turn. You could just see it just before the camera changed. I'm not too sure who that was. That could have been Ellis Poole I had, or Dylan Williams I had it in 3rd position before that change of camera angle. But your new race leader, number 8, Jake Randall, Trystan Daniels now down into 2nd position. Well, a number 8 machine of Jake Randall at the front of the field, leaping down the hill and already starting to pull a bit away from Trystan Daniels, our 2nd place rider. Hopefully I can get a shot and see who that 3rd place rider that went down. I've got a feeling it was 144, Dylan Williams. At camera angle not showing that at the moment. The rest of the field just coming through safely below our screen. With our cameraman just following our new race leader Jake Randall over the far side. Trystan Daniels still there in 2nd place. The rest of the field starting to climb up out of that hill. So your new race order, Jake Randall, your race leader, Trystan Daniels in 2nd position, Ben Zeal in 3rd, just going through, then Levi Davis, Jacob Harley, 224 we should be looking for as well, Ollie Howell there. Really getting stretched there. There's Levi Davis, Jacob Harley, Ollie Howell going through. Ellis Poole now, I think it was Ellis Poole that went down in that turn because he's dropped back quite a few positions. Danny Webster right behind him. Well, number 8 machine, Jake Randall, you can see how much he's extended that lead already over Trystan Daniels as the rest of the field go through. 144, Dylan Willems. Then I'm looking for number 31, Benzeil. Now Benzeil didn't get a good start, but he certainly moved his way up. Levi Davies, Jacob Harley, Ollie Howell, Ellis Poole, Danny Webster, all our riders going through. And I can tell you, Ellis Poole is certainly making up for that fall. He's done the fastest lap out there so far. Ellis Poole doing a 2:15.648. So Ellis Poole must be really kicking himself and getting a bit between his teeth after that. I definitely think it was him that went down in that turn. And he's certainly on the charge at the moment, putting in the fastest lap as we look for our race leader, number 8, Jake Randall, up towards the triple. Very impressive clearing that triple. I had to go with it a few times and I had some sketchy moments, I can tell you. It's a lot harder than it looks. Well, as Jake Randall works his way towards race control, I know we just said Ellis Poole has put in the fastest lap, but look for number 31, Benzeil. Now Benzeil didn't get the best of starts. He was in about 9th, 10th position when they came through on the opening lap, but he's certainly on the move as well. So the 31 machine of Benzeil. Levi Davies has also made a good move up since the opening lap as well. So the riders starting to sort themselves out at the moment. Well, number 8, Jake Randall, starts his climb. Oh, great little jump over that tabletop there. We'll give you a rundown of the results of how they fared in the other races this weekend. So it just gives you an overall picture. In race 1 on the Saturday, it was number 81, Tyler Smith, who took the win. Benzeil took second. Number 8, Jake Randall, who is the current race leader in this one, settled for third. Lewis Roden, number 69, in fourth, and Rowan Delaney took fifth. Well, you can see our fastest rider on the track there, Ellis Poole, moving further up the field, just getting past the number 10 machine of Jacob Harley. And I will give you the results from the race 2 on Saturday. Jake Randall took the win from Ellis Poole, a rider who's currently on the moves. Benzeil took third, Lewis Roden took fourth, and Rowan Delaney took fifth. Well, just as I was reading those results, you could see the number 31 machine of Benzeil has also moved up a bit past a couple of riders there, now into second position. So Benzeil on the charge, as well as the number 116 machine of Ellis Poole. Those two really have moved up quite considerably since the start of this race. But going back to the results, that's just a back marker that Jake's having to deal with there. Race 3, Jake Randall took the win from Ellis Poole. Benzeil took third. Lewis Roden took fourth. Rowan Delaney took fifth. Well, Benzeil would momentarily lead the race, but Jake Randall would get back up into first position. We've had to edit this down for time now, but just showing that those are the positions that changed. In race 4, it was Jake Randall taking the win from Ellis Poole and Lewis Roden in third, Benzeil in fourth. But we're coming to the closing stage of this one, so we're going to get a look at our race leader any moment now. Still on the previous lap, but then we had our next time through. It was going to be Randall taking the win from Benzeil, had to settle for second. Ellis Poole took third. Trystan Daniels took fourth. The overalls for them this weekend, Jake Randall took the win from Benzeil. Ellis Poole took third. Let's have a word with our winners.
Also, I had a good weekend. I had third in the first race, and the rest of the races I won them, and some good battles with the other riders, and thanks to all my sponsors that helped me out, and yeah, thanks.
Well, our final race of the programme, and don't forget, if you've enjoyed the show, do subscribe to our YouTube channel. Lots of race videos, and we've got some exciting stuff coming up through the year, as well as all the coverage from the BSMA Apico Nationals. Well, let's have a look. We've now got the 65cc juniors, and who are we going to have at the front of the field? It's going to be the number 11 machine, Shaun Mahoney, then 24 Joey Benfield, Freddie Gardner, I think that was in third, then Harlow Green on number 10, 40 Jamie Coohan, Hayden Yend on 46, 06 Ashton Phillips, and 18 Shane Jones. Those were your earlier leaders. One rider just going down there. Back with our race leader, nice style as he came down that hill, the number 11 machine, Shaun Mahoney. As I say, we've also got 24 Benfield and Freddie Gardner up there. These have all been battling hard this season. Freddie Gardner making the move from the autos last year and really settling in this year. very talented young rider. Look at that, Shaun Mahoney, beautiful start over that double and then singling out, and then they'll come towards his tabletop and then tabletop downhill combination. Great start, just clearing that, and Shaun Mahoney landing lovely on the downside of the hill there. So through race control they go, completing the first lap. Shaun Mahoney, your race leader. Joey Benfield should be there. It looks like Joey Benfield may have made a drop down in position. That could be Freddie Gardner has made the move up into second position. You just caught a fleeting glimpse of them as they went through our camera position. Well, no doubt about it, the Dayglow orange helmet of our race leader Shaun Mahoney, but the battle certainly raging in second and third position between Benfield and Gardner. But I think Freddie Gardner has got the measure of Benfield at the moment. Let's have a look as they come through, and it is the number 14 machine of Freddie Gardner that has definitely moved into second ahead of Benfield. A very talented young rider, Freddie Gardner, big future ahead of him. Also son of former motocross rider Matt Gardner in the goggle shop. As the rest of the field stream down the hill through our camera position. And fastest rider out there, the number 11 machine, Shaun Mahoney, posting a 2:23.882, and that is a very respectable time for these young junior riders. Riding on 65cc machines, Freddie Gardner just going through there in second, Benfield there in third position. Those three having a real scrap as they go through. Behind them, the number 10 machine of Harlow Green and Jamie Cooan going through. Then we should be looking for 46 Hayden Yend and Ashton Phillips to come through, all having their own little private battles. All these riders doing a fantastic job. Very tricky corner all weekend, literally, as I said. I think that's the number 4 machine, Zane's Hipley Deakin, just going down in those ruts there. And what it is, you probably don't look so difficult there, but they're actually crossing each other on the exit there as well. And they're getting some little, as everyone's accelerating out of those ruts as well, they're getting some little holes in them. So very tricky, as we were seeing, catching quite a few riders out this weekend. No problems for this young rider though. The number 11 machine, Shaun Mahoney, been leading right from the drop of the gate. Let's give you a rundown of the results over the weekend, so it brings you up to speed. See how they've all been doing in race 1 on Saturday. It was number 11 Shaun Mahoney taking the win from Joey Benfield. Number 24 in second. Freddie Gardner, number 14, took third. Jamie Cooan took fourth, and Ollie Bob took 5th position. In race 2, it was again Shaun Mahoney. Benfield took second again. Freddie Gardner took third. This time moving up into fourth, it was Shane Jones. And in 5th, it was the number 10 machine of Harlow Green. Moving on to race 3, Shaun Mahoney again taking the win. Freddie Gardner this time took second. Joey Benfield had to settle for third. Ollie Bob had a good ride, finishing in 4th position. Jamie Cooan in 5th position. Well, as our race leader, 11 Shaun Mahoney goes through. We've had a bit of drama on this one because there's Benfield now back up into 2nd position. So we've lost Freddie Gardner and quite a gap, as you can see, as we wait for our next rider to come into view, and that's going to be number 10 Harlow Green, Jamie Cooan going through. So there's Freddie Gardner, number 14, so a little costly mistake there for Freddie Gardner. So as Mahoney goes through, I'll give you the results for race 4. Shaun Mahoney, your race took the win from Joey Benfield in 2nd. Freddie Gardner took 3rd. Jamie Cooan took 4th, and Ollie Bob took 5th. I say, if you're coming to the closing stage of this show now, and I say, if you fancy doing a crack at motocross, get in touch with the BSMA. As you can see here, very full gates. The BSMA, definitely the rider's choice when it comes to championships. And it's not just the championships as well, they run club meetings up and down the country every weekend. So get in touch with the BSMA and get yourselves racing. As I say, there's a lot of championships out there, especially the youth riders seem to be struggling. The BSMA absolutely packing out the gates here every week. As we watch Shaun Mahoney now just coming up towards the double single for these guys for the final time. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also like us on Facebook as well. Keep up with the action as well as the BSMA. We've got a lot of exciting championships and some special features coming up in the winter. But the overalls for this race, Shaun Mahoney will take the win from Benfield. Gardner in 3rd. Overalls for the weekend, Shaun Mahoney, Joey Benfield and Freddie Gardner. Let's have a word with our winners.
So again, 5 wins out of 5, so it's an okay weekend.